Hello everybody, I'm back today with a new layout for Cut to You. So I am using the June Cut of the Month Club, which will be, just a second. This little Precious Moments cut file. I am going to go ahead and back this. The reason it's still on my cutting mat is because it comes in a bunch of different pieces and I want to make sure that I didn't lose any of those pieces. And there are some bits that will get like backed twice, like these little circles with the hearts in them, and the frame, I want to do the inside of the frame. So I left it on the mat just so that nothing got lost and I had everything that I needed. So I went ahead and I sized my photos so that they would fit right into these two frames. And I'm going to start my layout by backing the cut file so then you'll get a little bit of a better feel for how it looks. So for products, I am going to do a little bit of a hybrid layout. I have one of Tracy Reed's collections. This is one of my absolute favorite collections. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to back the cut file, and then you'll be able to see the cut file a little bit easier and understand how it goes. But I don't want to take it off the mat until I start to back it, because I don't want to lose any of the little pieces that I need to be able to back it. This is a Cut of the Month Club, which means you can grab a subscription and it will come right into your mailbox. This is June's Cut of the Month. There is a new one every month, and I usually work with it on the 3rd. So that is where we are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started backing this cut file, and then I'll come back and we'll put the layout together and add our touches and embellishments to make this pop. Okay, so I have my cut file all backed here for the most part. So I just have the bottom part, not the frames yet. We're going to work with those in just a second. And now I'm grabbing some of my favorite little foam dots, and I'm going to pop up the hearts that came separately, and now you can kind of see the frame. So after thinking this through quite a bit, this took a while for me to decide like how it would be best to put this together. So I'm going to start by putting the first frame around my first photo and then kind of trimming it up. The next part that I'm going to do is this little heart, because I want it to be on top of my photo. So I'm going to adhere that little heart down. One of the things that I really love about this particular month's Cut of the Month is that you can, these are like broken up. So if you just wanted like to create a layout with a whole bunch of the hearts, you could create a layout with a whole bunch of the hearts. If you wanted to do a grid layout and maybe have 4 photos, you could do a grid layout and have 4 photos. And then if you wanted just the title piece, that Precious Moments piece, you could just have the Precious Moments piece. So there is a lot. This particular June Cut of the Month cut file has a lot of options, a lot of possibilities in what you can do to create with it, which I think is so cool. So once I had my photos kind of in place, now I'm just going to back the 2 sections of the frames with some pattern paper. And then I'm going to go ahead and place the title and those 2 frames just like this. And we can go ahead and decide on some embellishments. And I can't remember if I popped a couple more things up or not. If you are a hybrid scrapbooker and you like to print your own papers and embellishments, I will leave this Tracy Reed kit linked up in the comments down below so you can find it easily if you would like to. For my layout, I decided I could have popped these Polaroid frames up on some foam tape. I could have popped up my title up on some foam tape, but what I really decided to do was just go ahead and place them right onto my layout. I am using a T-square ruler just so that I can get everything as straight as possible. Is it straight? Is it not straight? I don't know, you guys. I'm really not good at straightening things, but hey, I did my best. I used my ruler. I love how cut files like this can be used to quickly put a page together. I don't need a whole lot of, first of all, the design is already done for me, right? I just pop it on the page and that's good. I'm going to add some embellishments, but that's the fun part. That's like the easy part, right? So I'm just going to add a couple of things around the layout. I loved the little rainbows in this collection. I want to use those. I loved being able to grab some of the little phrases, and they sized and fit right down below each of my photos. And then I'm just going to go through, I'm going to add a spot for my date, and I'm also going to add just a little bit of auxiliary embellishment to my title, primarily where I had popped up those hearts with the foam tape. This layout has such soft, subtle colors in it. I wanted to add sparkle, but I didn't want to add anything that would be too bold. So I went with these twine and twig sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps. All my sequins come from Spiegel Mom Scraps. So I am just using my crystal katana, and I'm going to add a couple of little clusters of sequins to each of my embellishment clusters, and it just adds a little bit of sparkle. This particular sequin mix is one of my grab and go to sequin mixes because it matches literally everything, and it adds just that perfect little finishing touch detail. Love it. So I'm just going to sprinkle them around, and then that's where we will call this layout done. Be sure to check out the description box for any links you might be looking for associated with this layout. I always try to link as many products as I possibly can, or as I can find, but I am kind of stash diving during the month of June. So if it's not linked up below, it might not be available anymore. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.